Take a look at this 1929 painting by Emily Carr. It has inexplicably become a lightning rod of controversy, not due to anything on the canvas, mind you, but thanks to the title of this artwork, namely Indian Church. Yes, apparently Indian is the new N-word when used to describe natives, so naturally, because this is 2018, this painting has been renamed to prevent any progressive snowflakes from experiencing a meltdown. Historical revisionism is defined as the reinterpretation of the historical record. It was something that became a dark art form under the tyrannical rule of Stalin during the darkest days of the Soviet Union. But now revisionism is being practiced by self-proclaimed goody two-shoes on the progressive left. These days, barely a month goes by when the call goes out to remove a statue of someone who no longer passes the PC sniff test. And so it is, according to a CBC report, that the Art Gallery of Ontario has scrubbed the word Indian from the painting Indian Church. After all, curator Georgina Ullrich says Indian is a word that causes pain. How does that word cause pain? Who is in pain from hearing that word? If the curator is implying that the native population is collapsing en masse at the mere mention or sight of that word, then she is certainly doing that segment of the population a grave disservice. In any event, the painting is now called Church at Yuquit Village, which is the name of the BC Indigenous community where the church was located. But really, in tangible terms, does such virtue signaling really accomplish anything? There are problems, big problems, on many Canadian reserves. But does anyone of any political stripe think that renaming a painting that was rendered almost a century ago is going to solve any of those problems? And who truly is upset over the painting's original name? Are individual natives really losing it over a piece of art called Indian Church? I mean, really? I think it's prudent to separate the faux outrage voiced by predominantly white progressives and the official spokesthingies who head up native organizations. Case in point, do you recall that 2016 poll commissioned by the Washington Post that went out exclusively to American Indians to gauge their opinion on the Washington Redskins name and logo? More than 90% of Native Americans had no problem with the name and the logo. And kudos to the Post for actually publishing the results rather than burying the data, because surely this was not their desired outcome of this poll. Now, I wonder what other I names face the axe in the days ahead, especially given that this is the last year for the Cleveland Indians Chief Wahoo logo. Can we expect, I don't know, Indian motorcycles to be towed away to the scrap heap of obsolescence? Indeed, just to be on the safe side, folks, if you happen to be in the Northern Hemisphere and you experience a period of unseasonably warm and dry weather in either autumn or springtime, please refrain from referring to this climatic condition as Indian summer. Wouldn't want to trigger some sensitive progressives after all. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, Saturday, June the 2nd is fast approaching. That's the date of the annual Rebel Live event in Toronto. Katie Hopkins, Sheila Gunn Reid, John Cardillo, the big boss man, Ezra Levant, will all be there. Go to therebellive.com and buy your tickets today.